Hey guys, this is James.
And this is Denny from TeaDB, bringing you guys episode 95.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this tea was generously sent to us by Hster, who runs a really great blog. She's been blogging on and off for years at teacloset.blogspot.com. Most of it is pu'er related, but she also does drink other teas, one of which is Lapsang Souchong. So she saw the episode that we did. You might have to swap those cups, by the way.
Yep.
She saw an episode that we did on Lapsang from Tea Closet back probably a few months back at this point. And she had done sort of a similar, well, not even similar, she had done a strong dive into Lapsang, and this is presumably one of the ones that she's identified. But neither of us have tried this, so excited to give it a go.
And it smells like a dark chocolate bar. And I'm going to actually underdo the amount of leaf that we use a little bit. Because, one, I found that Lapsangs brew up a little bit bitter sometimes. And two, because the leaves are tiny and gorgeous. But these are tiny leaves. So we'll give this a quick little rinse. And we'll see if it needs more.
Looks pretty good, actually.
But yeah, and we don't really drink a lot of Lapsang.
I don't. I think
either.
the last time I had Lapsang was that episode. So
I think I might have been the same with me. Actually no. I think I've finished that Lapsang that we got.
Okay, there you go.
And I grew up drinking this because my mom loves it. Oh, look, a little goatee of tea there. Look at that smell. It smells great.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
We'll just heat up our teaware a little bit here.
I'm curious how smoky this tea is going to be.
Frankly, it doesn't smell as smoky as I'm used to. So, but I'm not getting that sort of Yunnan black corn flavors out of this either.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give this a good 15 or 20 seconds.
Okay.
Just because and we were just talking about before the episode, I've been trying to figure out how to brew Darjeeling and experiment with it. We got a bunch sent over to us.
By Benoit.
Yeah, by Benoit, or Benoit. I watched that episode again recently. It was like, we're ridiculous.
Like half the comments were correct in our pronunciation. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, good episode, but you guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah, basically. So, but that being said, it is tough to brew, and I think that black tea actually has been one of the more challenging teas for me to brew and eyeball and try to figure it out. Ripe for me is just anything goes, which I love about it. So
totally agree with that.
Yeah. So I have no idea how much actual leaf we're using here, but let's give it a shot and see how it tastes.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh.
Wow. That's quite good.
Man, it smells like, I don't know if you've ever had this before, but Mexican hot chocolate. Have you ever had that before? It's like kind of...
Maybe once.
Yeah, it's chocolatey, and it has this sort of cinnamon, cassia-esque sort of spicy stuff to it.
And it develops really nicely and interestingly in the mouth, too. Like, lots of sweetness on the front end.
Yeah.
And interesting texture.
Yeah, how would you describe the sweetness on this?
It's like almost immediately on the tip of the tongue, and a little bit more on the swallow.
Oh, man. Really like baking spices to me. This would be incredible with like sugar cookies or something like that.
I'm going to get a nose on this.
And the leaves have expanded quite nicely, actually. So let's give that another shot. I think that we hit it pretty well in terms of the brewing parameters.
Yeah.
Not too astringent at all.
Yeah. Is there any astringency? I didn't detect any.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I think it's nice. So, and in a brewing style like this, you're going to actually need to probably start a session quicker than you would normally, right? And that's so restart another session more quickly than normal. So it's probably going to give us 3 good steepings, and then fall off really quickly. And especially with teas like this, where the leaf is small, and it's not compacted at all, and it just opens up immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have a short.
Did we give this a rinse?
Yep.
We did. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. And I do with these teas like to agitate them a fair amount and get the liquid moved around a little bit, especially because the actual leaf itself isn't taking up very much of the liquid. So with your yeashing over there that's just literally full of tea leaves, you don't really need to swish around as much. But look at that color.
Yep, nice red and a little bit of orange in there.
Mm-hmm. It's got significantly darker. Let's give this a shot.
Cheers.
Cheers. Nice. The body's really shown up here now. And I'm getting more of the Yunnan black flavors in this. How about smoke? I'm not getting much smoke out of this.
No smoke.
Yeah.
No smoke.
Yeah.
I hardly, not at all. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't get any of those charcoal or smoky or tobacco-y flavors.
I know there is some Lapsang that is processed to be non-smoked, so this must be it. I can't think of anything else that it might be.
This is super smooth. I think it's got a great mouthfeel. So James, you're not the biggest black tea drinker, and I cycle through it. But would this be something that you would incorporate to, or maybe, how would you see yourself drinking this tea if you were going to be drinking it? Definitely on the show.
Yeah, I would probably drink it with friends. People that, is kind of like a cool little black tea. Like, there's a special category for me of teas that are good or very good, but don't really fit within my tea interests, which would be this tea. So I tend to drink those with other folks,
Gotcha.
Especially with someone like you, someone that's interested in tea. I wouldn't just have this with, I wouldn't like watch the Seahawks game and be drinking this tea or something. Like if I had a friend that enjoyed tea, not specifically Lapsang necessarily, I might session this.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, just flavor-wise, I'm getting this really lovely cacao mouth finishing sort of stuff going on, which I really like a lot. I almost, and this is going to sound weird, but I almost have a little hint of fruit in the first steeping that we had.
I know, I can understand that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can definitely understand that.
That's why I asked about the sweetness, because this one's actually fairly complex.
For me, honestly, I'm still placing this tea, and there's nothing I don't think off about it. I think that speaks more to what I drink more often.
Right.
But I think it's a very, very good tea.
Yeah, it's really, frankly, really delicious, really well balanced, which I'm liking a lot about it. And let me give this just another minute here. So
we have a few minutes.
Cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean the tea leaves themselves have really opened up now, so it's definitely covering a good third of the gaiwan at the bottom, which is nice.
So through your experiments with like brewing time and using less leaf, how would this tea be overbrewed?
Yeah, good question. Okay, so just using too much leaf really, I think, is going to be the biggest thing. So we're using basically straight off of the boil right now, so temperature is not an issue. And I actually don't think that for this steeping, for instance, I think we could have given it even longer amount of time and it wouldn't get gross. It might not balance out as well. But for your first few steepings with black teas, I think going slow and steady is definitely a good call, and getting a little bit acclimated to the tea too. Some teas, like Golden Tips, I find can just take more leaf than others. So
Golden Tips, do those tend to be larger?
They're larger leaves.
Okay, Yunnan usually.
And then Yunnan, exactly.
Sense,
and so the smaller the leaf, the less leaf you want to use, because it's going to just kind of compact more at the bottom too. So those are some basic guidelines. Again, this is all sort of a feel thing. It's up to what you guys like too.
Yep.
And go out there and experiment.
And what does gross usually mean for black tea? Bitter?
Yeah, bitter and just like mouth puckery, and you almost will get a stomachache sometimes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, overbrewed black tea that you would add some cream or sugar to.
Definitely.
Okay. I think it's losing a bit of its flavor, but it actually curiously has perhaps the strongest body of all 3 steeps.
Really interesting. Yeah, one of my favorite parts of this tea, I think, is the lasting mouthfeel. I think this has a beautiful finish.
It really does.
Yeah, and I like that a lot about this. So this is cool. This has been a fun one. An atypical Lapsang for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think traditionally we're going to get a lot more smoke, a lot more of the sort of charred flavors. Definitely the chocolate in there for sure. Maybe a little bit more corn sweetness. There's something a little bit like almost fruity about this that I think puts into its own little sort of
Yeah, and it's the
fringes.
fruitiness is interesting because like I think I probably had of the black teas I have had, which is not a lot. It's probably Yunnan blacks and stuff, and the fruitiness here is definitely distinctive and different from that fruitiness.
Yeah. And a wonderful aroma. So, James, if someone want to learn more about delicious black teas,
Yeah. Well, you guys should first go check out us. I'm never sure whether to say us or the other person first at TeaDB.org. We're releasing lots of good information. I think we've reviewed quite a few black teas. Actually, you know what? Someone informed me the other day that the subscribe button is beneath us. So we've been pointing the wrong direction the whole time. So maybe I'll just flip the episode so you guys can watch us upside down so we're watching the right way. But hit the subscribe button and check us out at TeaDB.org. Lots of articles, other videos, and whatnot. Also, please check out teacloset.blogspot.com. Hster's been at it for a long time. She has a lot of great posts, especially if you're interested in pu'er. I think she has a very also informative post that I'm probably going to read after this on Lapsang, which might also help us to identify what tea that we actually just drank.
yeah.
So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Cheers.